played game 1 and relying on Aurora being unable to kill them, which was the exact problem they had game 1, because Aurora, with the adjustments they have made, I'm still not fully sold on their DPS, actually. I think they're better in some types of fights, but not necessarily
KJ.
all of them. Good damage.
A ton of damage.
He's
and
dead.
a soul assumption. Ooh!
Just kidding. He's not dead at all.
Nice curse from Cinder and
He had 11 health. That's a lot. He has to go back.
The shards this series have been Lornoff on the Storm Spirit 23-4 versus Analog's Puck 21-6. Fairly even.
Very standard. But as the panel was talking about, I mean, this is just an incredible puck game. I think if Heroic want to get top 8 at this tournament, Analog needs to play well in this game, but he can really set the narrative.
K1.
Jabs is
really low as we have a dive in from Ollie coming in through the gate. KJ taking a blood grenade as well. Schofield trying to do as much damage as he can, but K1 dies first. KJ somehow survives.
So awkward.
So it'll be a trade.
I don't know if Ollie can get out of this.
Well, mid lane, though, this will be a much more important kill. Analog can't finish the job, though. As Ollie having a battle for his life, KJ wins it.
Yeah. Curious to see what KJ does here.
Going to deny himself, perhaps?
Oh,
he's
Visage,
and
jabs,
oh boy,
Visage,
and
jabs.
oh boy.
Hello.
Very nice play, and that's just a freak solo kill. Oh boy.
Oh man, this top lane is putting a smile on my face. These are some funny skirmishes. How Lornoff is going to adjust. He is slightly out-leveled by the puck, but nothing too alarming. It's mainly the 11 denies that Analog has that has put him in that position.
6-minute rune. It's a haste as KJ picks it up. Coil already broken by Ollie. He's going to try to get chased down. No, they're going to turn their sights onto Q instead. Nice pick off there from Heroic.
Lornoff gets a 6 now, so he is unlocked as a potential rotator on Devi. No bash.
Yep.
There it is.
A lot of trouble.
He is
Has a Photic Shield again, though, so that'll help him survive. Might have to walk all the way back to base, though.
Yeah, probably will. So when Storm ganks a side lane, it's really important for him to get a kill.
Like it does. So against Egg should work as well, as
dodging the shards.
Shard's not going to be there. Bash is, though, as Lornoff making his way over. It's a 3v1. Borrowed time activates. Dalai Lama at half HP. There's the first chrono of the game, 23 Savage. They want to finish off Dalai Lama, but he's got support in numbers. Analog comes in with a coil. Might have to retreat, though. And on the side, they're chasing down Schofield. He might be the only kill of this fight.
Yep. It's a full 5-man rotation to kill a 4 Willow, and you used Chrono. And Hector did not have to rotate. So honestly, man, these moments are really important for the side of Aurora, especially if they end up losing a Storm here. Doesn't look like it, though.
Yeah, Dalai Lama, no ult to work with this time. He's dead.
All right.
And KJ out of mana. Vortex back into the fray. He drops dead as well. Analog can't finish anybody off, so last couple minutes have been all Aurora.
They felt bad that Aurora didn't get
finishing Maelstrom, which will allow him to actually farm at a much better rate, but still, the DK, like you said, built into the hero now. And Hector just going ham in the jungle.
Yep, time to farm the Ancients.
So it looks like he will be going S and Y again, as we're going to see a big Ancient stack taken out. And then into the eventual BKB. With, of course, the Butler following him around at that stage. Although, I guess Repel on Puck, it's not as good as Storm Spirit, but it's still pretty damn good.
Yeah, it's still nice. I mean, you're not completely safe because of Chrono and Punch, but it still gives you some freedom in the fights that you might otherwise not have, especially against the Storm Orchid. I think that's the biggest deal.
It says here. And Dalai Lama, the Echo Saber will be the first item for him, so... I mean, again, it's almost as if nothing has changed on the hero, right? Because Echo Saber, Manta, they were, like for core Abaddon, were pretty normal, because you get the silence really fast. But now, you get the attack speed buff with your team, which now, you get the attack speed buff with your team, which, I mean, I guess it's the same as the old one, but instead of the silence, you get attack speed. Or sorry, you get damage over time.
Yeah, do these fully stack with the, like, what does the...
Yeah, true. By Llama, he's initiated on. They're trying to burn his ult. They do so. Can they follow it up, though? Is Analog making his way over the bramble there with the coil? But the egg on the Chronosphere, they only clip the puck who gets repelled. He's fine. Egg does detonate. Schofield, he's going to get caught in the river. Still, Aurora using a lot just for a Dark Willow, although Analog, okay, he's going to be safe thanks to the Aphotic Shield. So many ways to give this puck some sort of a shield.
And I just isn't showing up.
Oh, Divide.
He's dead.
Most likely, no ult this time.
Good find. That high ground ward made that a very easy kill for them. Heroic are looking for a move of their own, anticipating that Faceless Void will be farming in the triangle, but not the case. They'll find Q.
Yep, Snowball onto the creep. High ground he comes. Falls shortly after. Although, the Orchid being revealed, Lorinoff will be able to get a trade of sorts. Gets the Electric Vortex onto the puck, who's very, very low now. Maybe the Waning Rift away, uses the coil to try to run, but it's not to be. Jabs gets credit for that one, so a huge response from Aurora.
Yep.
Get up.
In wondrous ways, there goes mid tower. No defense mounted by Heroic.
Oh, we got a coil onto the Void. It's gonna be a close one. Oh, he does get taken out. Divide Llama gets credit for it. Much needed kill here from Heroic.
Oh, Aurora want to fight?
They sure do. Orchid onto the Dark. They sure do. Orchid onto the Dark Willow, but the Aphotic Shield is there to help save her. And now Jab's in such an awful spot, completely surrounded. And you're right, why would they want to fight in that scenario?
I do not understand that fight selection. You just lost your carry and the enemy team showed a major willingness to rotate to that area. Okay, so haste on Storm. Maybe looking for an opening. Abaddon is once again just not on his target.
Initiated on. There's the Chronosphere on top as well. That should be enough damage. Indeed it is.
All right, big kill. I thought for a moment they were angling for it to buy Llama on the top side, which would have been pretty poor, but that kill's
not
good.
that the Aphotic bare minimum, but he's not truly devoted, you know?
Not exactly the attire I would expect my substitute
23 Savage with the Chrono. Okay, the Dragon Knight actually runs into it. They have the Sun Ray on top of him doing a decent amount of damage, but the Repel basically mitigating everything after the fact. The Egg blows up as well, and Aurora kind of out of steam, and Heroic have basically used nothing.
They popped everything and they got him to half without Abaddon being near. So that could have been even worse.
They get the little gargoyles as well, and now the tier 2 looks to be next, and likely completely uncontested. As K1 Hector, again, masterclass Dragon Knight performance. Can they stop him?
Okay, he's
onto the high ground.
Sunray is quite scary.
Yeah,
uh-oh.
It is. He gets punched onto the high ground. Will pop his BKB.
Oh, 2 birds.
Takes out more gargoyles.
Well,
Yeah,
they forced his BKB and they forced him out. Next time he's coming back with a Satanic. All right, guys, I'm not strong enough yet. So,
yeah.
Only in the jungle. And he will get a tier 3 token from them as a...
I'm sure they're distant cousins, so it doesn't really count.
It's all right.
He is one of the most efficient farmers in the world, showing it here. I mean, we haven't talked much about Aurora and their capabilities late game. Obviously, 23 Savage a bit, I mean, it's 9K difference right now between him and the DK, but Faceless Void is disgusting late game.
Yep, but he does have the classic Achilles heel of until you get super late, he generally doesn't create the kills himself. So he's an awesome setup for a lot of ranged backup from other heroes, but the problem in this type of game is if the guy who's offering himself up to be chronoed is one beefy...
What happens when you give Dragon Knight a cleave when in melee form? He was all about using that ultimate. Now it doesn't really slow him down that much being melee, at least for farming capabilities, and he has ult in 7 seconds to siege for lane number 2. He's gonna get punched in the air. There's the Chronosphere. KJ trying to buy something to him. They actually, will they get him? The Guardian Angels keep him alive, and now the Terrorize and the Satanic being used to get him back to half HP. Divide Llama is pretty deep, will have to use his ult. Another punch into the air, but after all of that, Aurora still technically get nothing. It was close.
Oh, they're trying now.
Lorinoff, he's gonna get silenced by the Waning Rift. Dragon Tail to follow, but the Snowball is gonna keep him alive a little bit longer. 23 Savage trying to take out K1. He's gonna get some help with the drinking buddies. Hector getting really low. They finally take him out, but it cost them 3 of their own heroes. And now Analog trying to take out Lauren, but with those 2 buybacks, Heroic will fall back.
All right, I really hope we get a replay of that first go on the dragon.
They have Waller's kick.
Okay.
They have it.
Yeah, he must have sold something, right? Or did he find the gold?
Not sure.
We'll see if they kick him in. This is the dragon form life, so if they can kick him into the tier 4s, kill him there, and then you want a dragon form, that will be something.
Yep, here we go. There's the kick into the base. Nullifier applied as well. He pops the BKB. Now he's Walrus punched into the air. Half HP, he's stuck inside the charge, but there's Satanic keeping him alive. The Terror is on top of 23 Savage with the BKB. They have the damage. Life number 1 is dead. He does not have dragon form when he's back. And finally, the Chronosphere comes out. 23 Savage will get King J to start things out, and the DK still all alone, close to the fountain. They vanquish the dragon again. Aurora
and
showing signs of life.
survives?
23 Savage actually will not be going down here, and Schofield will eventually tick away. Double kill for Jabs, and incredible defense from Aurora, and that, well, that's the reveal of the Walrus
Tusk
kick.
Ags. It was the one thing that could aim for Ags Moon Shard, but is going for a Hex right now. Get a little bit of a kickback on Vi.
Yep, he's in a bit of trouble. His ult finally activates, but he is really low. Trying to run away now as the Terrorize being faked out. There's the big zip from Lauren off Knife.
He's planning for that if he thinks the game is going that direction. It gives him a way of catching heroes on the side lanes.
This is big though for Aurora. Aegis, Refresher Shard. 23 Savage, he uses the Chronosphere. It's gonna clip the Dark Willow, but the Shadow Realm was already used. Schofield will end up dying, but that's a big ultimate down.
Oh, they have this.
There's the Dragon Tail, but the instant Hex onto Hector. He's going to pop his BKB. The Sunray doing a lot of work. He's going to pop it, not taking any damage. There's the Chronosphere from 23 Savage. Number 2, thanks to the Refresher Chart. Making good use of it, but a big Terrorize to delay things as much as possible. And look at the Satanic going to work with the Walrus kick away, and K1 Hector looks to be dead in the water. That is a big kill for Aurora, and they still maintain Aegis. As I say that, they use it instantly, but Divine Llama trying to keep his puck alive. Lornoff gets the surround tactics onto Analog. He gets inside the tree line, has Illusory Orb soon, blinks away to safety. Divine Llama, though, no ult to work with now. Eventually, Sheepstick, and he will be brought to his knees. So 2 kills, and 2 very important kills for Aurora. Well, technically it was 4, I guess. They bought back on 2.
Yeah.
Yep, and they got a Roche banner, so they got all the creeps they can work with. They're actually going to try to go for Throne here. 30 seconds of no buyback here on the Dragon Knight.
Whoa.
Tier 4 number 1 is down. Are they
now.
actually just going to win this game right here, right now? Curse Crown on 23 Savage. They don't have much of a defense to work with on Heroic. They're about to be eliminated from TI. Coil on the back lines on the 2, but 23 Savage and Lornoff and company still focusing on the Throne. KJ gets nullified. He's useless. The Ancient is actually done. Aurora wins this absolute thrill.